remember correctly, last week my goal was, hey, can I even do this in front of people and talk about something when I'm not really prepared to talk about something? You know, I was sitting over there earlier and I was watching the ducks. I don't remember there being so many ducks here, so I don't know if that's new or what's the case there, but that was really fun to watch the ducks. That Timken Museum has some really cool looking architecture to see. So I'm just trying to feel comfortable. That's the whole goal of tonight's video. I wonder if I'm trying to feel more comfortable now that I've lost all this weight, because I've lost 170 pounds. Am I trying to make myself feel more comfortable in my own skin? So I was actually talking to somebody that I know recently, and we were talking about how when I get in front of people, I start to almost stutter. And I know that it doesn't sound like that so much, but I start to forget words, and like I take these like dramatic pauses for no reason, and there like shouldn't be a dramatic pause there, and I say a lot. And making these videos, I've noticed that I say a lot, and you know what I'm saying, and I'll leave a couple of them in this time, but usually I actually edit a lot of those out. That's why there's so many jump cuts, because usually if I have a chance to, I make sure to take those out because they look silly and they sound silly. And I want to make sure that I don't sound as silly as I probably really do in person. So, but yeah, so I'm just walking around and just trying to feel comfortable in front of, not even just in front of the camera. I want to feel just comfortable like around people. I'm walking past the Old Globe Way. And, you know, at the end of there's actually a parking lot for zoo employees. See, I just did it. The other thing that I'm noticing is, man, these people that vlog for like hours, dude, your arms have to be hurting, because I've only been vlogging for 3 minutes and my arm is aching me. I've already had to change arms like 3 times. So, but yeah, so somebody's biking here. How you doing? Doing well. And so somebody's biking right there, and I'm thinking to myself, oh gosh, now I gotta stop talking, because then otherwise I look like a crazy person. But I've heard people say that, you know, think of the camera as a friend that you're just talking to. And so, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll try that out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Regardless, as I continue to walk and as I continue to talk and as I continue to try to get comfortable with the camera on me and try to string words together to make a story, you know, this is interesting. It's kind of hard to do. But you know what? I think I'm getting a little better at it. I think I sound better. Okay, so what content should I add? Like what verbiage do I need to work on to where I sound a little bit more appropriate and not just so many uhs and ums and wow, that's cool. Wow, that's great. Wow, that's great. Because that's kind of how I've been for most of my life. All right, so I'm crossing the street now. Don't worry, I'm not looking at my phone while I'm crossing the street, because that'd be silly. But what I am doing is I'm making sure not to get hit by a car. So fun story, this tree right here, just real quickly. This tree, this huge tree. When I was a little kid, that was the tree that everybody always ate their lunches at when we went on a field trip to Balboa Park. We'd always eat lunch under there. And now they have a fence around it, so while you can still have your lunch near it, you can't actually have your lunch under the tree. We used to play on that tree when I was a little kid, and now you can't do that anymore. It's probably for the best, but still, you know, you kind of miss that. But that was a really neat tree. You know, recently somebody asked me while I was here, hey, where are all the big trees? And I was like, big trees in Balboa Park? Like, what are you talking about? There's no big trees in Balboa Park. And it wasn't until after they left that I started thinking, I think they're thinking of those big trees right there. Like, I think they're called rubber trees, but still, you know, I was thinking to myself, man, you're in the wrong part of the state, dude. The redwoods are in Northern California and the sequoias are in Central California. There's no big trees over here in San Diego. I guess we got like tall palm trees. But that's probably what they were thinking of. I think this was a good adventure in trying to see if I could do this. I feel a little more comfortable now, but there's not a lot of people around either. Actually, I don't see anybody. That's probably why I feel comfortable. But regardless, you know, I'm going to continue trying, continue doing this, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. And with that said, hey, I hope that you have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you on the flip side. So, see ya.